All right, guys. So we are here. We're going to be day trading on Apex's funded account program. We did get a quant tower position set up here where we got a $300,000 combine on quant tower. Ugh, I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. I'm kind of nervous about it. It's a 300K. The good thing about the sale that they got going on today is, let me make this Q chart really small. The good thing about the sale they got going on today is that resets are $35. It's just 35 bucks to reset. So like I have the largest account and it's only going to cost me $35 to reset, noticeably cheaper than the actual account is. Let me know if it routed you over there. It should have routed you over. Let me make sure it did. I'm pretty sure it did, but if it didn't, let me make sure. We use redirect. Did we end this? Yeah, we did. 45,000 views, almost 46,000 views. We had over 8,000 people there for that one. Redirect, I want to make sure it worked. Again, let me know if it brought you over here. It should have. Yeah, okay. Wait. Okay, did it bring you over? Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, it did. What's up, team? Okay, we're here. All right, guys, yeah, we're going to get ready to day trade. I'm going to get some music on in the background. Here's the Dow. Okay, this is my Apex account. I'm probably going to trade the QQQ price action on what's called the NASDAQ. Let me make sure. Yeah. Again, today you get 71% off. Only $35 resets. All right. Yeah, we're going to be trading. All right, so let's get ready here. I'm going to buy this dip, I think. All right. We're going to buy this dip. I like the pattern here. I think the pattern actually looks really solid. So we're going to take some size. We're going to take about 8 contracts here into this dip. See if we can build up like a cushion first. All right, up 4. All right, take half off of there. We just locked in that. Took another part off. Grinding this up another 185. We'll add that. We'll take that off. All right, we'll cut it. So again, we caught a quick little dip. I'm gonna have to take longer term trades here, but yeah, just that trade alone, we made about 450. This is a big account though. We're gonna have to take some risks here. So again, we're gonna try to get funded before the end of the stream. All right, we're in another 10 contracts. Let me see what what sizing I'm supposed to take here. This is a big account. Okay, so we get 35 mini contracts. I think we can get up to thousands of micro contracts, or not thousands, hundreds of micro contracts. I'm pretty sure 350 micro contracts. My profit goal is 20K. All right, so again, my profit goal is 20K, and all right, there's 20 contracts. My profit goal is 20,000. And again, I will reset this if I need to. I like this dip. It's kind of a longer term dip. So I'm going to take about 20 grand or 20 contracts here and see if we get a bounce in the queue, which is what I'm looking for. Yeah, so here's the link. Placebo. If you want to check out Apex, again, I'll put the link up right here. You get 71% off. All right, so we're up again. I'm going to go ahead and take half of this off. We're up about $1,200 there. We took another half off, caught the bounce. I think I'm going to let the rest ride. We got a pretty big cushion, unless we flush down quickly here. But I think we got a pretty decent cushion. 607. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit more off there. So we're slowly building up this cushion. Yeah, here's the link if you want to check it out. All right, so far, let me see what we're up. Yeah, so far we're up about 1,500, a little bit less than that. All right, take half off there, half off there. We'll look to add back on a pullback now. I like a long pattern here, though, so like, again, I'm not telling you what to do. Remember, guys, let me put this banner up. Remember, I'm just going to leave this at the bottom of the screen. Start to scale in some more. Take a little 10 contracts here. I like this pattern. Like, I really like the upward direction. I think we have this cup and handle view. And again, I have to kind of get into this understanding that I might have to reset a few times. The goal is just to get funded. If I don't, it's not the end of the world, you know. But I'd really like to. All right, so we have a pretty big cushion on the day, so we're going to add deep into that cushion. All right, so we got 20 contracts left. We got the nice little pop up here. Take a little bit more off. We might add back on this dip to kind of full size. There's 20. We have a cushion on the day of about $2,500 or so now. Let me put some music on, chat. Yeah, I've got about 3 other funded accounts. Yeah, you could trade the E-mini, Jesus. So yeah, you could trade the E-mini. So again, we've got a couple $1,000 in cushion here. So I'm going to try to scale into this and take my first big risk here. And again, if we have to reset it, that's okay. Again, resets are only $35, so like we can keep resetting until we're funded essentially. At only 35 bucks, I can give it a good few tries at least. Yeah, it is a monthly payment. Again, they're a sponsor of mine. I'm biased, like I always tell people. Remember, guys, we got this rule at the bottom of the screen. I'm also going to stick it up right here. I am terrible at this stuff and have no idea what I'm talking about. I've just... Like, I struggled to get funded in the 100K one. And most of the time, I just go with 50K funding. And I'm funded in... So far, I'm funded in 175K one. 250K ones, I'm pretty sure. 175 one and 150K one. Yeah, but the good thing about Rhythmic, so Randy says... Yeah, just ridiculous size right here. Just honestly ridiculous size. But again, that's all right. We're just playing around with it. I can get funded. Like I said, I can reset for 35 bucks, so it's very cheap. Yeah, so, but Randy says the trailing drawdown gets you, almost every program has a trailing drawdown. The benefit of this, though, is that there is a static option. If you guys didn't know, there is a static option that allows you to keep the trailing drawdown, or the drawdown static. Did I just hit my max loss already? Dang, dude, I hit it already. I did. Wait. What's the trailing drawdown here? Hold on. I didn't even see it. Okay, so the trailing drawdown is 7,500, so I did hit that. Because we got up to 2,500 and then we hit... Wait. Make sure this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. Yeah, this is the benefit, is that I can keep kind of going. Like I think I gotta just take. Let me try to just take max size and reset as much as I need to. Let me make sure. So yeah, so resetting it is only $35. I'm pretty sure right now. Let me see. Yeah, so it's 35 bucks to reset, 37 after taxes. That's not bad. But here's the thing, right? Like, I gotta take longer term trades is what I have to do. Like, I have to take longer term trades. Because, like, the benefit of this, guys, let me wait for it to reset. The benefit of this is that to reset the $300,000 one, it costs the same amount as to buy the base one, right? The 25K combine, the 30K, the 50K combine. To reset the largest one costs the same amount. And so if you want to get funded, like, it makes way more sense, in my opinion, to buy the biggest one. And then when you reset, it's going to cost the same thing as like resetting a 25K one or resetting a 50K one right now. It's just noticeably cheaper. This is with Apex. No, I wouldn't listen to anybody in the chat about buying or selling anything. I think, let me reset this. I might have to, let me exit out. How long do resets take on Apex? And again, we're already green in our funded accounts, or like in our other ones, I think. Let me see how long. Let me check my email. Okay. All right, your account is in the process of being reset. It should take 5 minutes or less. Log out and log back in. Okay. All right, so we gotta log out, log back in. What a crazy Jerome Powell stream, though, man. It really did. Was. Oh yeah, New York City Bank is failing right now, guys. Like, this is the crazy news today. So, like, look at this. Look at New York City Bank, guys. It got halted today. It gapped down huge percentages. It finally did it open back up. Let me see, level 2. Okay, so it's back up at 180s. Crazy. Like, that's crazy. So New York City Bank, again. You know, New York City Bank completely crashed. Yeah, we're over 129K now. We're almost up to 130. After tomorrow's stream, we'll hit 130 or more, probably. I'm trading Quant Tower, Ancient. I'm trading Quant Tower, Rhythmic on Apex. So I'm using Rhythmic on Apex. I'm signing up to the I signed up to the Rhythmic option, and then I use my Rhythmic login with Quant Tower, which is my favorite platform by far. It's my favorite platform by far. And now we're back up. We should have the reset live. Let me see. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're back live. Okay, cool. All right, we're back. Let's try this again. Wait, where did my stock charts go? I wanted to keep New York City Bank up there too. There we go. Let's put this up. All right, so again, I'm kind of bullish in the NASDAQ right now. I think we could get either one, right? But I think this is a bullish pattern. So I'm going to start out with 10 contracts and maybe start out with 5 and then scale in on little mini pullbacks here. All right, so there's 2 contracts. Okay, so Lone Wolf, so what they do is they give you a demo and they test your skill. If you can pass the test with the demo, then they fund you the same amount as the demo, right? And each one costs a different amount. It's a challenge account. It's just a challenge to test your skill. NVIDIA's breaking highs right now, or getting close to it. So I'm going to add some bigger size into this. There's 15. There's 20. But yeah, so basically they test your skill with a demo account. And if you could pass the testing with the demo, then they fund you with a 90% split, and you get to keep your first 25K in profit with them. And there's a lot of benefits to doing this because, like, if you lose, all right, let's try to build up a cushion. If you lose, you're only out what you pay for the challenge account, right? So the base one's a 25K one. That one, you only got to make $1,500 in funding. And again, I might be one of those traders that's just not meant for big funding yet. I don't really have like the discipline, not the discipline, but like I'm not used to trading this big of size in contracts and futures. I'm just not. NVIDIA breaking highs though, so again, this is why we're trying to go big right now on this NVIDIA high break, because NVIDIA typically influences the rest of the market. NVIDIA up to 891s right now, 891s. So we got some room too. No, so it's just futures, right? But the futures market, you can day trade, The futures market, you can day trade the NASDAQ. Like, you could basically day trade the Q price action. It's the same price action as the Q, and there's no PDT rule. All right, so we're up about 1,500. We just locked in some more profit, locked in a little bit more. We're in 20 contracts now. We're up another 1,500. I'm going to go ahead and cut some more profit there. Up another 1,500. Boom. All right, so we'll take that off. We're up another 1,500 or so. We'll take another 5 contracts off, and then we'll try to be a little bit more patient on the rest of this one. So yeah, we're up about 2K right now, maybe a little bit more than that. Look at this last 5 contracts really treat me well. Nice big rip on the last little bit. I really do think it's a bullish pattern. All right, so yeah, we're up about 2,000. So Lone Wolf, I don't understand if you double the account to 25K, do you keep it? Once you're funded, okay, so first they give you a demo account. In the demo account phase, when you get a demo account, they're just testing your skill. You don't get to keep the profit. You have a profit target and a max loss, right? So the base one's 25K. You know, it costs like 25 bucks to try it or to do it. If you take that 25K demo account that they give you, NVIDIA is shooting up to almost $900 here, guys. I kind of want to take big size, but I'm not going to take crazy big. Like, I'm going to take 10 contracts here. But, okay, so they give you a demo, they test your skill. They give you a profit target and a max loss. The base one is 25K, as an example. If you can hit $1,500 in profit on that $25,000 account, and you follow the rest of their rules and conditions, then they fund you 25K. I think they have what's called a performance account, which is a PA, which is a little bit different, and then there's also a live funding one. But regardless, once you get those accounts, then any profit you make after that, you can withdraw as long as you hit the requirements that you need to withdraw them. I think you can get up to 2 withdrawals a month. You got to make a certain amount before you can withdraw. You can't withdraw 50 bucks, stuff like that. I would go to the link again if you want to check it out. Go to this link, and again, just look at the rules and stuff. Again, just remember my promo code if you want to help the channel out. You know, again, they're a sponsor of mine, so I'm biased for sure in their favor because they pay me money, right? So of course I'm biased. I have a bias that, like, I want you guys to sign up, of course, because, you know, they're sponsors of mine and I benefit if you guys sign up. But it's still very useful. All right, so we're gonna try to double our size and save this last trade we got in. Again, NVIDIA ripping up over highs. Now, I don't know if it's going to continue forever, but yeah, here's the link if you want to check it out. Just remember my promo code BT, Rhythmic with Trade Evade. So those are 2 different options. You can use Rhythmic, and Rhythmic is kind of like a, it's not a platform per se. All right, I gotta be careful here. It's not Rhythmic is the login information that you're going to use for other platforms. So I can use Rhythmic with Quant Tower, I can use Rhythmic with Ninja Trader, and I can use Rhythmic with like a bunch of other platforms too. With that, once you have that, that's one option. The other option is Trade Evade, which is where my other funded accounts are. So like I'm funded in a couple of different ones. So if, like, we get this one out the way, I can show you, like, Trade Evade here. So here's Trade Evade in my account on Trade Evade. I'm logging in that one now, just to show you what both the different options look like. All right, and we're also up here in this latest trade. I just want to show you guys this while we're up. We're going to take half the profit off, protect the trade a little bit, up another 2. Boom. Gonna take some more off here as we rip up. Again, NVIDIA's rising, so we're kind of profiting from NVIDIA's rise. We're gonna take most of this off real quick right here, and then let the rest ride at 10 contracts. So yeah, we're up about 3 grand now so far. Slowly trying to build up that 20 grand, and we might not do it all today. Now that I think about it, we'll be able to get $35 resets until I think like the 13th or 14th. But again, here is my Trade Evade account. I'll probably let the rest of this position ride. We're already up a lot on the trade, right? Here is my Trade Evade platform. So this is Trade Evade. This is a web-based platform. Rhythmic is for software. Trade Evade is web-based. So the difference between software and in hardware or software and web-based. Hold on, NVIDIA's rising. This should be helping me. Yeah, it is helping me. So again, Tradeovate is a web-based platform. Basically, you go to a website and you log in and you trade on a platform that's on a website. It's called a web-based platform. If you use Rhythmic, it's for a software that you download to your computer, and there's a couple different ones. I'm using one called Quant Tower right now. I'm going to take a little bit off here at the top just in case we don't rise. It is the middle of the day. But basically, if you want to download this software that I have or another one called Ninja Trader to your computer and then trade off of that software, you want to use Rhythmic. If you want to do a web-based platform where you don't have to download anything, but in my opinion, it's a worse platform. Tradeovate's a worse platform. In my opinion, I like Quant Tower, which is the one I'm using more. Then in that regard, you want to use Tradeovate. All right, we're pushing up some more. Take a little bit more off here. Not on no PDT rule in futures, Evans. This is futures. So the futures market has no PDT rule. You can day trade short. You know, that's the benefit. Like a lot of day traders, again, should be trading futures. Again, I didn't realize this for years into my trading career. You know, because I was day trading a cash account on Thinkorswim for a long time, like a long time. You know, I was just day trading a cash account. All right, so we took a little bit off here. We'll probably leave that one contract left. We're up about $4 grand on this account, so we're up about 20%. We're 20% of the profit target. But yeah, I didn't realize this for years. I was trading stocks with the cash account, and granted, you can't trade individual stocks in futures. You can only trade futures contracts. So I can trade, like an example of futures contract, I can trade gold. I can trade the S&P 500 futures contract, which is what the SPY is based around. Like the SPY tracks the S&P 500 futures market that's open and extended hours and all that good stuff. And then the QQQ symbol in stocks tracks the NASDAQ, what I'm trading right now. So I'm basically trading the Q price action. If you look at the Q on the right side here and I zoom out of this, you'll see it's the same thing. Like, look, big dip, bounce, consolidation, bounce, big dip, bounce, consolidation, bounce. It's the same price action. I can day trade this left side here, no PDT rule. All right, so we got this nice little rise. I'm going to cut this. So now we are up about, like I said, about 4,000 right now on this account. A little bit more if you include commissions, but yeah, so here's my P&L. Not a bad little cushion to swing into. I thought we were going to go up. I was right about the direction. I just got to... Are you the one that streams Squid Token Rug Pull? No, I don't think so. So we are bouncing up a little bit. I think for me, I'm going to wait for a pullback, at least a small pullback here. Yeah, all good, Danny. No worries, bro. I mean, I might have. I don't know. How long ago was that, bro? It depends, man. I stream a lot of stuff. We have a crypto channel as well. Check out YouTube. NVIDIA breaking highs again here, team. So, honestly, I'm glad. Like, this is helping my positions. Like, I'd rather NVIDIA break highs. Like, I'm green in equities on the day. But, yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe. I don't freaking know. Hello. Hey. No, then I'm doing a day trading stream right now. All right, we're back. Damn, bro, this market's snagging up the liquidity. Yeah. Oh man, I can hear myself talking. Somebody saying, "Hey, what's up? You go live every day." Okay, so beginner trading is kind of like an all-encompassing channel. So like we go live every weekday morning, at least once. On days like today, where we're just kind of packed full of stuff, we stream all day. We stream all the big events, like mostly economic reports. Like we cover economics, markets, stock market. We trade futures daily, but we're kind of like a broad channel. Like we're not just day trading, we're not just swing trading, we're not just economic reports. Like we cover it all. We cover all the big earnings reports as well. The largest stream I've ever done was NVIDIA earnings. You know, for NVIDIA earnings, we had like 14,000 concurrent people. For the Jerome Powell stream that we just did, in the beginning of it, we had, like, when Jolts dropped and Powell started speaking, we had over 8,000 people there, which is crazy, honestly. I couldn't imagine being in front of 8,000 real people, but, you know, y'all are online. Y'all don't really exist, you know what I mean? Like, y'all are internet friends, you know? If I was in front of 8,000 real people, I don't even know if I'd be able to talk. No, I don't think you can use Thinkorswim. Will tomorrow the market pump? I have no idea. I really don't. I really don't know. Again, tomorrow we have jobless claims, and we've got the second half. NVIDIA's still pumping up here, guys. NVIDIA's still pumping up. I'm going to start to take a position here. It's going to be kind of like a 8 contract or so position is the plan right now, if I can get in on these dips. We're trying to scale into like 8 contracts. I'm not trying to risk a lot. We're already up 4. All right, so there's 8. I just want to buy a little dip and see if we bounce up and then slowly scale out of it. Longer term trade. See if we retest these highs. This does kind of look like a cup and handle, or I'm sorry, a head and shoulders. You know, kind of looks like a head and shoulders. We went ahead and added 10. All right, we're flat. Now we're up. Flat again. NVIDIA is still kind of helping us churn up a little bit. Let's see if it continues. The problem is that NVIDIA eventually is not going to keep going up. Like, we're somehow green with all these contracts, but with the sizing we're using, we're basically flat. Even right here, we're basically flat. I guess I could add 2 more, but those are probably famous last words. Yeah, tomorrow is JP in the Senate. So Powell in the Senate. I'm probably risking about 1,000 on these trades, about $1,000 here. I'm probably pretty close to exiting. I use mental stops, so I don't get kind of like faked out as much. But probably about $1,000 is where I'm comfortable with risking per trade. All right, so now we're flat. This is why I use mental stops, is because if I used a hard $1,000 stop there, I would have gotten stopped out. And now we're basically break even, close to it. I'm going to take a small little loss here just in case we can't hold. I'm just going to limit my risk a little bit, and if we run, great, but it's going to limit my risk some. So the rollover happens, Reliant. The lettering and the symbols usually signify the part of the year we're in. part of, you know, if that makes sense. Alright, so we're completely flat on this trade. Now we're green. Go ahead and protect the account, take a little bit off, lock in profit, and then let the rest, try to let the rest ride up a little bit more. Did you or your wife ever have concerns getting sick from rolling jiu-jitsu? No, not really. I mean, what do you mean sick? You know, the only thing, I mean, we use tea tree oil. It's kind of the widely accepted thing. So now we're coming back down, but I want to give this time to bounce. I wonder what New York City Bank is going to do. Google's bouncing back a little bit after having kind of a rough start. NVIDIA starting to catch some legs here. I'll fix my average a little bit, add to it, and try to help that if NVIDIA starts to run great. Trying to keep my risk very tight here. Yeah, the question is, do you think they roll up and buy out New York City Bank, NYCB, right now? Alright, so we're gonna have to, like I said, we're right around my max loss. We're very close. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut it. It's just dropping too quick. NVIDIA started to turn around, so we're still up like 3 on the day. You know, kind of a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of scenario. We make 4, we lose 1,000. You know, see if we still got a 3.29 to 1 win-loss ratio so far here. Let's see where some support is. I don't mind starting to scale into a small size trade here, but it's going to be longer term. Oof, just getting ripping down. What happened? Something just happened macroeconomics wise. Whoa. Okay, well, we're back to only 2,500 in profit. Something just happened. Could be NVIDIA related, but like, look at the NASDAQ. Wow. Something just happened. Let me look. Let me try to see what's going on. Yeah, look at this drop. This is almost certainly a fundamental move. This is the largest candles of the day, even including Powell. Let me make sure there's no economic reports that I missed coming out right now. So we got Mary Daly speaking. Interesting. Let me look at other rooms, like chat rooms, see if I can find anything. You know, whenever you got to move this big, it's almost always fundamental in nature. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. It's possible it's technical, but technicals typically don't cause this big of moves. Let's look it up. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is New York City Bank. JP Morgan dumped Bank of America. What is Bank of America? What's the symbol? Citigroup. JP Morgan. They're all down some. Trying to see if it's New York City Bank news or regional bank worries. Yeah, banks crashing. I mean, they're not crashing. Most of them are still technically green on the day, including Bank of America. At least it was. JP Morgan, very green on the day still. Wells Fargo is still very green on the day also. So like they're going down. Everything's kind of dipping down. So I'm trying to figure out. Let me look at another source. Today's Wednesday. No, it's not that. Yeah, I don't see any sort, unless it's one of the Fed members speaking. Everything just dove really quickly though. Yeah, that was big. I'm not trading options, Raven. I'm trading futures contracts. They're different than options. They're more like day trading stocks. With that past 5 evals and my 3 performance accounts are over the goal. I'm just waiting on the 15 to request a payout. Hey, good luck at JLV. Big dips. I mean, I guess I could try to join the short side here. We've got a big move. Let's see if we get a follow through move to capitalize on it. There we go. Follow through. Cover it. Cover it. So we just made about $1,000 back here. NVIDIA at 889s. I'll short back into this too if I can. We got 20,000 or 2 contracts. We'll take 4, and maybe take up to 6. All right, so that's probably all we're gonna take. Still green here. We're just trying to see if we get some rejections. I want to take a longer term position. I kind of like the 6 contract sizing. Even if I lose here, we just made 1,000, so we can kind of give the 1,000 back. Maybe give a little bit more back. Cut it. Now we're about flat. You know, I'm not used to trading at, what is it, almost 2. When does the market, I guess the market probably starts to trend a little bit better. market probably starts to trend a little bit better towards power hour, right? So the market gave us a pretty big pop. Let's let it settle down a little bit. We're kind of flat on the account. We're already funded in 3. This is kind of this will be my 4th one, I think. I don't know. It depends on what you're trading, and it depends on what you're trading before you want to. Like, it really depends on what you're trading before you want to take big size. Like, what kind of sizing you want really depends on what you're trading, you know. Market came all the way back up, so it's just chopping people out right now. It's probably the middle of the day. Let's watch this level here. Yeah. It's technically called the Batgirl truth, but yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't know if it's a crash or it's definitely not a crash. This is like a little mini correction back down. And yeah, we're trading on Apex's funded account programs. What they do is they give you a demo, test your skill. If you can pass the test, they fund you. If you don't pass the test, again, I lost so much when I started day trading. This just limits my risk. I could lose, 20 or 30 of these accounts and still probably lose less than I would day trading, putting the money up myself. And if I pass these tests, then I still get 90% once I'm funded. I get to keep my first 25K in profit as well. And it teaches you how to follow rules. I think trading's all about like learning how to trade under pressure and learning how to follow rules, build rules. And so, I think if people put the money up themselves, they're still going to probably lose more. It took me about a day to get funded Northwest. On Apex, that is. Apex... the good thing about Apex is like you have a profit target, so like let's say the 50K one, right? So like let's pull my Trade Evade account up. I think I'm up, let me see. So let's say, yeah, so this is, let me make sure this is my 50K. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure this is the right one before I start trading on it. But yeah, the good thing about them... Hold on, let me find my list. The good thing about them is that you have your max size. Let's just see, account summary. There it is. Okay, so these are all my accounts. We got the past one. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, yeah. So the good thing about these, right? Like, here's the 25K. I gotta make $1,500 in profit. There's a 3-day minimum, but I can literally enter and exit the same day. I can literally enter and exit the same day. I can use so many more micros on these accounts. Right, so I could use up to like 100 or like, I think it's like 30 micros or something crazy here. And if I lose, like, I'm just kind of showing you my 25K combine here. If I lose, it's not the end of the world. Like, all I have to do is if I lose, then this is like, I don't know how much this is to reset, but it's not that much. But I can take up to, I think it's like 50. So this is a 25K combine. I'm showing you guys this because it's just super cheap. And I think we're heading into like big resistance levels. Let me see what the max contract size I can take here on a 25K combine. I can take up to 40 micros, all right, which is crazy big size for this. You know, and I think this is going to be a more welcome size than, like, I'm trading the 300K one on Quant Tower. So, like, look, I can start actually, like, locking in profit, scaling in profit. You see I'm up like $100 here, building this up, slowly taking out profit. Just much smaller size than I need to trade on my other one. Look, we're going to go take another half off here, lock it in. Let the rest ride down. And so I can trade much smaller here. Like, if you don't like the crazy big size, we'll go ahead and get out the rest there. So, like, that makes a lot of sense. You can limit your risk. And again, you have to take 3 days. It takes you 3 days to get funded compared to others. But you can literally enter and exit a trade. I can buy one contract of a micro, immediately sell it, and it counts as a trading day, right? So basically, I can build up one day, $1,500 in profit. And here, let me short this again on the bounce. Go. Quick little scalp. I can build up so, like, look, we're basically flat on the day. I can build up 100. I can build up the required $1,500 in profit on this one. And if I do it all in one day, right? So I build up, say I build up $1,600 in profit. Number one is I can go over it. I can go over $1,500 in profit, and then I just need 2 more trading days to qualify for it. So the next day, I can just buy and sell one contract of a micro and not even worry about the trade. And then the next day after that, I can buy and sell one contract of a micro and not even worry about the trade. And then boom, I'm funded in the 25K combine. And so I hope that makes sense, right? Like that alone makes it very easy to get funded. You know, again, in my first week with Apex, I'm funded in 3 different accounts already, basically, and working on a couple other ones. The drawdown in the 25K combine is the drawdown is $1,500. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Super. It's the easiest to get funded in. It's the 1,500 by far. Oh, look at this drawdown here, man. I knew it was short. Like, we're bumping into this major resistance level. Like you can see this big resistance level right here. That's the level like I was shorting into. But man, just a huge breakdown into it. No, I don't use OBS. I know how to use OBS. What's the point of being funded in so many different accounts? Well, I mean, it depends on your trading style, right? Like, I'm already funded in TOS, but diversifying how many accounts I'm funded in can, like, I can take a bunch of accounts at once and get funded. On Apex, you can have up to 20. And so if you're good enough as a trader where you can get funded in multiple and start building up big profit and big cushions and start taking big withdrawals, I think it makes a lot of sense, you know? So why don't you do this with multiple accounts for other people and then take a percentage of the profit? I'm good. That sounds like a lot of regulation that I don't feel like getting involved with, you know? I'm good on that. I'll just, you know, again, I'm not even claiming to be a good trader. Like, I'm just hanging out, trading, letting you guys watch my trading. I'm not even claiming to be good. Remember, guys, like, I'm terrible at this stuff and have no idea what I'm talking about. The volume weighted average price, Alex, is my favorite. You know, the volume weighted average price is the easiest for me to learn. All right, so we're at choppy right now. I'm going to short into this little mini resistance level if we can. See if we can get up to like 5 to 10 contracts here. Into this major resistance spot. See if we get a flush quick breakdown to profit from. There we go. Took half off. Immediately bounced back, but we only got 2 contracts left. Let's give this 2 contracts a little bit of room to work. There we go. Take another half off there, lock it in. I'm gonna add to this now. We're green, so we can add to it and have a little bit more of an advantage. Boom. Made 100 and boom. All right, so yeah, that's what we wanted. So now we're green. We're up about $100 now. I like micro contracts, man. I'm the type that I'm coming from, like, again, my TOS account's got $250,000 in buying power, and so I am just much. And so when I trade that, like, I don't trade freaking 30 contracts of the E-mini. That's just so big, man. Like, I'm not used to it at all. I'm much more comfortable doing this and building up small amounts on the day. All right. What a bounce back though, man. The market's just chopping in and out. All right. Flush. Two contracts left. Look at these two contracts. See, I'm much more comfortable doing this. So yeah, now we're up 250. Or no, we're up about 150 on the day. A little bit less, maybe 140. Yeah, I'm live every day. This is Trade Evade. Not that I'm aware of. A6. Is there a course that you recommend? I wouldn't recommend buying any course, Alex. I think most content can be available for free on the internet, and I think people end up exaggerating their skills so that they could sell courses. Most of the time you can just find that stuff for free out there. You don't need to pay for it. You know. I'm invested in stocks thanks to NVIDIA and Doge. Now funds to play with and wanted to learn about minute day trading. Yeah, I mean, I got two contracts here. I'm gonna start this position very small. We built up profit. Four. I don't think I'm gonna take much more than 4 contracts here. If we bounce up, fine. Completely flat here. All right, we took half the size off. It's just taking too long to break. Like, ideally, I'd want it to break a little bit more. And so we can avoid the big loss by just taking 2 contracts here and giving it. We got the up wick, which does signal selling pressure, but it's taking a little bit too long. Yeah, so it looks like us limiting that size was a good thing there. It just took too long. You can kind of start to gauge it that way, where if it takes too long to break down at a low, a lot of the time it's going to start going the other way. You got to think of like human psychology here, where we start to come down and we start testing this previous low right here. And so what happens is that everybody starts to think that we're going to break this low, right? Which we kind of did. But then when we don't break the low immediately and instead we start to kind of go like this, people start to panic. You know, what do they do when they panic? They cover their short position, which is really buying. Like, covering a short position is buying shares back. That causes this short little spike back up. And again, we might continue in this range until we do get a breakdown where we go up, down, up, down, up, down. But I don't think there's much edge. We could break firmly down below 2. I think right now I still am more short biased on the downside. Like, I still think we're probably going to come back down here, because I think we have this big move small bounce, traders jump in to short it. But I don't know, I just don't know if the edge is high enough for me to play it that way. This looks really weak. Well, with really short-term day trading, it's hard to tell. The time you trade or the period of time you trade matters a lot as well. So it just depends. You know, and again, if y'all use Apex, make sure to use my promo code. It's at BT, or it's BT or BBB, or whatever you want to use. It should give you the code automatically. But yeah, I'm just kind of slowing down. John, what caused this drop in the E-mini? NVIDIA falling down back towards the volume weighted average price. The last couple days of price action have just not been very good. Pre-market's been really good, but like since the market's opened, it's been kind of flat. The NASDAQ's starting to break down, but when you look at the broader trend of the NASDAQ, the trend is kind of up. Like, I'm going to put a 5-minute chart up. I think we can see a trend here, but it's still an upward trend. I am trading off a trade of 8. Yeah, look at NVIDIA here on the right side. NVIDIA is kind of what we're tracking here. Because again, you got to understand the NASDAQ makes up NVIDIA. Trying to see whether we're still in this range or whether we've tightened the range. These two lows would confirm we've tightened the range. Right, so we can ignore that previous bit, and then, or maybe let's look at a larger time frame. Yeah, I guess this still rings true. But still, I mean, we could take small size and see if we bounce up. It just depends on whether we think NVIDIA is right at the middle of the range here. So like what I mean by that is NVIDIA's right at that middle range spot. I just don't know how high the edge is right now. You know, you could also see a lot of different stuff trading. If I look at a shorter term trend here, you could say NVIDIA could be in a mini trend like that, down here, you know, and then it could come all the way back down to here and then bounce back up, confirming the longer term trend. I just don't think the edge is very high. Self-funded, what do you mean? Which what? Question, can you explain why a stock gets halted and what that means? Stock getting halted mostly happens from, there's a couple reasons. News pending, I think it's called a T1 halt. It just basically means they've stopped the price action of the stock because of news coming out to, you know. There's also what's called a volatility trading pause or a circuit breaker. Basically, it's usually happening with low float stocks. Where it's the volume's too much for the market makers to keep up with, so they halt the stock for 5 minutes or so and let them catch back up with orders, and they restrict trading of the stock for 5 minutes. There's also like a lot of variations. There could also be like if the S&P 500 moves up a certain percentage, I think it's like 7%, 15% or something like that, they halt it either for a certain amount of minutes or sometimes for half the day, the rest of the day, or whatever. So there's a lot of rules behind halts. You just gotta look them up. To reset this. Bank of America. Yeah, we got up to almost up to 130,000 subscribers today, so I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. It helps. Yeah, it just depends. Like, I guess I'm gonna try to buy this here. Chat. We'll start with micro contracts. We're at the bottom of the trend line. So we're gonna take a couple contracts here, scalp a move or two, take a little bit more off, maybe add back if it dips down back down to that level, which it did. Try to catch another bounce back up if it does. Kind of at the bottom trend level, which is what I'm trying to attack here. There's 5 contracts. I'm not going to take any more than this. Scalping this too. 2 contracts left. I try to maybe let the rest bounce up in that longer term trend. Man, what a drop so fast, dude. I only got 2 contracts. That was a fast drop. Maybe NVIDIA breaking down. I wanted to let it try to, I wanted to see if this trend was going to play out on a longer term perspective. You know? Kind of flat on this last little trade. Wow. Nice, we're cutting that. Alright, so we're out of the rest. So yeah, now we're up almost 3 on trading micros. We lost 100 on the regular NASDAQ this morning or so. We're up about 150. But like I said, like you can kind of see the plan of the trades where we're trend trading. So I wanted to see if this trend is going to play out, which it did. Well, it depends on when the Fed pivots. When the Fed pivots, bonds are going to be less favorable. They're going to be more expensive. They're going to be less yields, lower yields, more expensive. Interest rates should go down, allowing conventional investments to be a little bit better. And so it just depends on when the Fed pivots to that. You know, who knows? Gotta be a different mode here. Let me see if I can set up this. Alright, so we bounced there. All my equities positions are starting to bounce up too. Am I green? No, I'm not red in. I mean, I don't know if this price action is that crazy. You know, I mean, when you zoom out here, it's just kind of big and volatile. I mean, it's a big range, but it's still pretty flat, realistically, looking at things. Appreciate you guys joining me for a day trading stream too. We're gonna try to get more day trading streams in there. PayPal. I'm still in PayPal, but I'm green in it. I'm in at 51.40s. You know, so I'm not in like crazy big size with it. So definitely, yeah. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm up a little bit here. We'll just kind of sit tight. Oh, Kroger? I don't think KRE, which is Kroger, right? Or no, sorry. Yeah, it's the regional banking ETF. Is this an inverse ETF, I'm assuming? KRE is inverse to regionals? Or is it... Did it inverse to regionals or no? I took some of these positions off. I might add it right back. This is taking too long again, but if we start to get a big down wick, I might buy up the down wick or something. We didn't lose much here. We lost 15 bucks or whatever. There we go. We added a little bit to it now. Bad move because it fell down quick. We'll give it a chance to rebound. It's been rebounding a lot. You see NVIDIA start to push up, so I'm trying to give that a chance. There we go. We just made a little bit. We're up 280 now. About 170 on the day. 171 gross. PA&W. I bought the dip after the huge earnings drop for PA&W. Ended up getting emotionally like chopped out of it, but I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. I don't know enough about the company to say yes or no. I'm just looking at the price action. I know it's a blue chip, and so really I'm just kind of looking at the price action. I really don't know. I wish it was 171,000. Got a fade? I don't know what kind of haircut y'all want. My hair's too curly for that. Very smart to watch. No, NVIDIA's running things 100%. NVIDIA, Microsoft right now is what I'm watching. I still watch Apple. It still influences it, but NVIDIA, Microsoft is kind of what we watch. People with the curliest hair do fades. I don't know, man. I don't like, as much as I hate to say it, I don't think I would ever get like a conventional fade. I do like the back of my hair tapered, and like it's not technically it's not a fade, it's a taper. I like the back of my head tapered, and I like the side short. I like the front long. You know? Y'all should have seen me again. If y'all would have saw how my hair was. Apple breaking lows, Google breaking down. NVIDIA's still strong, but all this stuff's dragging the Q down. Apple cracking lows. If y'all would have seen my hair at like 18, my hair was just different. You know, I had like the longest hair ever. I hated getting haircuts. Nah, bro. My daughter. I have a 14-year-old daughter, bro. My hair's naturally curly. These kids nowadays be putting fake curls in their hair, getting curlers and stuff, getting perms. You know. Apple just cracked lows. Looking weak. Yeah, I'm trying to see what you guys mean by fade. Oh, I mean, everybody's got this hairdo nowadays. I'm too old for this, bro. I'm in my 30s, man. You know? Like, I'm not one of those 30-something-year-olds, and nothing against you if you are. Listen, if you're this type of guy, listen, I'm not judging you, okay? I'm just not one of those 30-year-olds that can, like, get away with wearing, like, Jordans all the time, or, like, Jordan 1s. I would get some Jordan 1s, and I have some Jordan 1s. I like Air Maxes myself, so I'm not knocking sneaker guys. I love sneakers, okay? But I'm not, like, I could get this right here, maybe. Like, maybe get this, and I wouldn't mind it. But I would need some, like, some length on top, you know? You know? Like, I guess I wouldn't mind this, but, like, I don't know, man. I like my hair too much. It's too little. Dude, you look like who? Yeah, bro. I've gotten all kind of like you look like. I've heard things as good as I look like Bradley Cooper. You know, I'll take it. I've heard Ryan Felipe a lot. On the bad side of it, I've heard Forrest Griffin. You know, I've heard Paul Felder. For whatever reason, people correlate me to MMA fighters, and I train jiu-jitsu, so maybe that's why. But like, I'm a spazzy, terrible 2-stripe white belt, so I'm not like some jiu-jitsu expert either. Top 3 in the world right now. But no. Forced. Yeah. Is Bitcoin down? Yeah, we cracked this trend. Now we're starting to break back above it. Big down wick though. All right, now I gotta look this guy up. I guess I can kind of see this one. I know this guy. I recognize him a little bit. I can't remember what I know him from. Yeah. Is there anything happening now? I mean, not really. Market's very flat sideways. Palantir trying to run up some. Yeah, Bitcoin's still at 67. It's not really moving that much. I was really thinking about buying this dip because we had this really long down wick. That means selling pressure. Like, look at all the selling pressure that might come from this. You know, big, really long down wick, selling pressure. Steve Urkel, the GOAT. Man. We did get this nice little bounce. I should have taken advantage of it. It's all right. I'm green on the day. I'm happy with it. We're just kind of slowly. Recommend putting cumulative delta volume at the bottom of your charts. How? Where? How do I do it? Explain it to me. I mean, we've been doing pretty good today. If we look at my accuracy rates, like overall today, all right, like if we look at my accuracy rates today, we've been doing all right. We've got here's today's report, right? So we had our big losing trade, but here's our P&L today. You know, so like my max run up so far is about 320. My max drawdown is about 290. My average losing trade's bigger than my average winning trade today. But I've had much more winning trades than losing trades. I'm running about 60% accuracy day trading today. So, I mean, not bad. I mean, we're 60% green. We're green on the day somehow. So I'll take it, but, you know, could be better. Yeah, I have Quant Tower. We were trading on it earlier today. Honestly, I'm still kind of kicking myself here. I really wanted to buy this little pullback. And, didn't. You know? Although I wish I did. Is it only on Quant Tower or is it on Trade Evade as well? See, we were kind of right about the NVIDIA trend here. Like, remember, guys, we identified this trend way back here, and we followed that trend. It kind of stopped everybody else out, but we were right about the trend. Let's see if we continue. How do you add it to Trade Evade? Help your boy out here. How do you add it? Chart settings. Market depth, I'm assuming is what it is. Whoa, what happened? Oh, this? Momentum still to the downside on that pullback, too risky. New York Community Bank, NYCB, announces over $1 billion equity investment anchored by former Treasury Secretary Steve. Liberty Strategic Capital, Hudson Bay, and Rev Capital. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to start playing around with this little pullback here so we can buy into the dip. Slightly green. I'm sorry, my wife made me some watermelon. So, I'm eating it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to mute it so I don't make noise on the stream, you know? All right, we're back. Sorry, I had to eat my watermelon and not disturb everybody with my watermelon. Crashing 42% today. New York City Bank halted. Again, very flat day. Very nice. Again, guys, we're probably going to go ahead and close it down. Again, if you want to check out Apex, you know, we built up $304 in profit trading micros, lost 110 plus commissions on a 25K challenge account. And again, we'll see how that goes tomorrow. We're funded in 3, or as of tomorrow, we'll be funded in 3. And let me know how your day went. Again, if you want to check out Apex, the good thing right now is $35 resets, right? You get 71% off if you use my link, and then only $35 resets. Check out that link if you want to help support your boy here. Remember to use promo code BT. Very easy to remember the code BT, beginner trading, BT, triple B as well, BBB. Yeah, be ready for that, guys. I'll see you guys later. Y'all be safe. Again, if you want to join me, we'll be back tomorrow bright and early. We got second half of Jerome Powell tomorrow. So we got it's definitely not my longest day, Yair. So we've had days where we've streamed for 4 hours in the morning, had the FOMC minutes report at noon, streamed NVIDIA earnings until 6. So we've had days where we've streamed like 11 or 12, like a lot of hours. This is a pretty small day. It's a pretty busy day, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. But yeah, if you want to help your boy out, check out Apex. It's not the same solid. It's different. Apex is the cheapest that I know of. They have a 25K combine, a 300K combine. Resets are only $35, and so, you know, personally, to me, it makes a lot of sense if you want to get funded on a big account. Like, try out the 300K combine. It's only going to cost $35 to reset. The $300,000 combine account on Apex. Again, links in the description and link in chat. Again, I'm biased. They're a sponsor of mine, of course. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, economics data wise, team. Tomorrow we have jobless claims, non-farm productivity, and Big Papa Jerome Powell speaking again today. So on the second half. So today he did in front of the House. Tomorrow it will be in front of the Senate. And yeah, 3-day pass going on right now too. Again, help your boy out. Use my promo code BT, triple B, or whatever. Yeah, and I'll see you guys later. Also, check out Chart Prime, my other sponsor. Trading view indicator service you can use in stocks, crypto, forex, futures. You know, looking at them today. Let's back test them really quick. So Chart Prime trading view indicator service. I'll have to try. Like, look at how accurate this is today. Like, look at just today's price action here. Like, it's really impressive, to be honest. Like, look. All right, so let's back test this. I can see it's going to be a good day anyway. Like, look at the strong signals. So, like, let's back test just the strong signals today. All right, like, look at this. Strong, big breakdown. This is a 5-minute chart. Strong, big breakdown. Strong, huge breakdown. Strong, rip up. Strong, rip up. Strong, rip up. Strong, rip up. Every strong one worked. Every strong one worked. And then most of these worked as well. Most of the sell signals worked, but the strong ones worked, except for this one. Sorry, I didn't even see this one. This is the only one that didn't work. I don't think this one worked. I think this one failed. But all the other one worked. Genuinely impressive. There's tons of stuff you can use. Back testers, oscillators. It's like $40 a month. It can pay for itself with one good trade. Check it out. Link is in the description for that as well. I'll see you guys later. Y'all be good. If you want to check out Chart Prime's link, it's right there also. help support free trading content where we don't sell a course. We don't claim to be experts. We don't even claim to be good traders. Y'all be good. I'll see you guys later.